I'm Sean Hines, and this is Hard News for Friday, December 19th, 2014. Despite all the goodwill Santa Gabe's been pumping into the holiday pipeline, it looks like Valve will be taking a little bit back this season. For as long as I can remember, Steam was always a region-free platform, meaning you could buy games in one country and give them to a friend in another. That feature was also exploited by users in countries who, for various reasons, found their copies of Steam games to be much cheaper than most. Now, due to Russia being on the brink of a recession as the ruble value plummets, Valve has decided to rectify this age-old issue of price dodging by no longer allowing you to gift Steam across regions. So anyone hoping that the collapse of the Russian economy would somehow help them get cheap games is shit out of luck. While I don't blame Valve for being proactive, this also means that any friendos you have overseas that you plan to buy Steam games for the holiday just had their gifts tied up in digital customs. Santa Gabe, help us! You're our only hope. Now, if you're looking for some new and cheap games this holiday, there were quite a few reveals yesterday. Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta is arriving for most Xbone owners on the 29th of December, but if you are in the program for previewing Xbox Live, you can play it today. You'll have all weekend to get ahead of your buddies before the new year. Nintendo revealed that Duck Hunt would arrive on the eShop Christmas Day, so dust off that Wiimote and show that dog what you're made of. Halfbrick is so excited about the holiday season that you can scoop up their entire catalog on iOS for free. I've always felt they've made some of the best mobile games around, so consider picking up Jetpack Joyride, Fish Out of Water, and Colossatron. Oh, and Fruit Ninja, but I just figure everyone owns that by now. And there's just one more game starring Devolver Digital CFO Fork Parker that launched yesterday. He's gonna try and cut you a deal in Fork Parker's Holiday Profit Hike, a vertical side-scroller a la Ice Climbers released on Steam for free. It's short, but it has a pretty high replay value. Merry Christmas! Finally, if you haven't heard, that guy who created Minecraft is stinking rich. I mean, not just like, I just bought a mansion in Beverly Hills for $70 million rich. Why is this newsworthy? Well, he set a record for the most expensive property purchase in an area known for expensive property, and he did so by winning a bid against music tycoons Jay-Z and Beyonce. Boom! Video games. Quick tour of the property shows just how rich he is, like the panoramic glass wall overlooking downtown Los Angeles and Notch's new infinity pool. Or how about the many specialized rooms like a wine cellar, movie theater, candy room, and a vodka bar. Oh, and let's not forget, it's fully furnished with Bentley pillows, a replica James Dean motorcycle, and a light machine gun dipped in chrome. Can't help but feel like I should have gone into game development. Now, our comment of the day comes from many of you in the G1 Nation looking for direction now that the show has ended. Before you go to some other channel, here's my 2 cents. I came to Screw Attack in 2011 to help build a larger news presence on the .com. While we were quite successful for a while, we came to the realization that news was a tough racket. So as times changed, we began to focus more and more on videos. I helped bring back SGC, I became the company-wide event planner, and even had my own show called Nerdtastic, at least for a little while. When I took over Hard News last November, it was only to be a temporary solution, but in the past year, I've shot over 250 episodes and accumulated around 8.5 million views. That will forever be one of the highlights of my career in games, and I cannot thank you enough for your love and support. To be clear, I'm not leaving Screw Attack, it's just taking me into a larger business role behind the scenes. If you want to continue supporting me though, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Vine. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, where in 2015 I might be doing some new stuff on my own time. And as always, you can find me on Screw Attack, where I'm hosting a new podcast next year, appearing in shows like Best Ever, Is It Good, and other random awesome videos. Oh, and don't worry, SGC 2015 will be bigger and more badass than ever. Until then, I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm Sean, and that was Hard News. All right, it's good. Ooh.